years. And Yosifu increasing and adding, it's just like, sounds like half a dozen in one hand, six in the other hand. Why would the pasuk repeat itself? So Rashi, and I think this is what bothers Rashi, says he only transcribes the words V'yasifu l'chashnes chayim, and he says shanim shel chayim, years of life. What are they? Heim shel parnasa v'oisher. This is of prosperity and affluence. And of course, for what does Hashem give a yid prosperity and affluence for? So he should learn to serve Hashem. As the Maggid of Bezrich once said, a kleine lechel in guf meant a groise loch in neshama. A little hole in the body, a little crevice in the bodily reality creates an enormous cavity, chas v'shalom, in the neshama. If a person is busy staying alive, or heaven forfend dealing with illness, he can't serve Hashem properly. If he doesn't have enough money to put bread on his table, how will he give tzedakah? How will he buy tefillin? How will he have an esrog? How will he buy mezuzahs? You need ability, wherewithal. You need material wherewithal. The Torah says in B'chukoisei telechu, if you walk in my statutes, Ve'es mitzvosai tishmeru, keep my mitzvahs, Hashem says, I'll give you. What will I give you? I'll give you rainfall, and I give you abundant produce, and a great harvest. And the famous question, everybody says, something is incompatible. We have this notion that there's no reward for mitzvah in this world, and yet the Torah itself seems to say that there is great reward in this world. The Torah itself details the kind of prosperity we'll receive. So Rambam has what I would say, in my humble opinion, the simplest, most straightforward way of explaining this. He says, the reward of material plenty is not an end in itself, it's a means. It's a means. Really what the Mishnah says is, of course, 100% accurate. The Mishnah says, schar mitzvah, the reward of a mitzvah, meaning the value of a mitzvah, is a mitzvah. There's nothing as valuable as a mitzvah. And as Chassidus explains it, a mitzvah means connection. What's the most powerful reward for a mitzvah? The connection you have. When people invest time in getting to know their grandchildren, what kind of reward are they expecting? So the grandchildren will take care of them someday? They want to have a relationship with the grandchildren. That is the greatest reward. Talk to parents who have a little baby, and they change this baby, they diaper him, and they change him, and they bathe him, and then they get a smile, a recognition. And your whole world lights up. The baby recognized me. It's the greatest thing. What is the fruits of the efforts? The relationship itself. Let's say, imagine a spouse will say, why should I be nice to my spouse? What are they going to do for me? Is that what it is? What do you do for me? The hard work, and it is hard work, that we put into making a marriage work, is the marriage itself. The marriage is the reward. Not what do you do for me? How much are you going to pay me if I make you dinner? How much are you going to pay me if I take care of you? How much are you going to pay me? Is that how it goes? It's about the relationship. The same thing with mitzvahs. What's the reward of a mitzvah? The reward of a mitzvah is the mitzvah. The relationship with Hashem. But if you don't have material plenty, how are you going to have that? You'll be too bogged down with just trying to stay alive, keep your head above water. So this is the idea. That's what Rashi says. Yasifu l'chashneis chayim, I'll add years of life, means shonim shel chayim, years of life means years of quality, years in which I'm able to have the wherewithal. It's not about money. So the point is very clear, that for us, where does actual life come from? Actual life. Actual life comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And how does it come? Through His mitzvahs. The mitzvahs bring us life. You did a mitzvah, you'll get more life, so that you can do more mitzvahs. So it actually is not just the reason for life. It's not just something which gives us mission and purpose so that we should be able to live because I know why I'm living. It actually gives us life. The Seforno has an interesting take on this also. He adds that even though the nations of the world tried to persecute us and did everything they could to sever our relationship, bond, and connection to God, we were able to persevere. Why? Through the mitzvahs. Through the mitzvahs. The people say to me, it's so important to be Jewish. How important? Tell me how important it is. And how do you intend to make that work? The answer is really one thing. Torah mitzvahs. There is no other answer. That's Yiddishkeit. So they try to take us away from Yiddishkeit, and we cling to the Torah mitzvahs. And that's what fosters our relationship with God. So, with regard to this notion, there's an interesting comment from the Sharei Chaim, who says that this pasuk, he says, kind of Shar Chaim takes the approach of the Sefarno a little bit. He says it refers to Shas Hashmad.